I'm gonna tilt it downwards. Yeah.
Here.
Damn, dude, it is really tilted. There. Trying to make it so at least we get in the frame. All right. Highlands. Right there.
Yeah.
All right. The mods can handle it. All right.
The mods.
Moderators.
Moderators.
The moderators.
Oh, my hair is just not hairing today.
It's not at all. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay. Perfect. Hi, Notorious. All right. Cheers. Good morning. Good evening. Whatever day it is.
Yeah. Good. I know, and I don't know which day I'm gonna watch it, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we
Wow.
are. Dry
It's
diaries.
Dry diaries. I can't tell. Is my hair like?
You're good.
I feel like I need to get it toned in the front.
Mm.
Life of extensions, guys.
Extensions, the trials and tribulations, right?
Honestly, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's like, oh.
All right. Wish I had my second screen.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another entry of the. Oh wait, let me start over.
Hang on a second. Find this other screen. Doing great.
Yeah.
Doing great. It's hosted in here somewhere. Do you have the Wi-Fi?
I don't.
Okay. I'll find it.
I can text him.
Can guest. It's unlocked. We're good.
Oh, yum. I'm like honestly not used to talking this much in real life.
Yeah. I feel that, actually. Okay, it's not connected, so I won't quite make this way.
Okay. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Hey guys, welcome back to another entry of the Dry Diaries. It's your author, Alex Dry, and I am here with one of my best friends, Gabriella Gomez.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
How weird was it to say Gabriella?
I know, literally.
You said
That's why the intro, I was like, Gabriella.
There's a pause there.
Yeah, so we call Gabriella Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because the other night we were actually out and this guy comes up and he's talking to her and she introduced herself. Wait, you introduced yourself as Gabby or he asked you your full name? I think you introduced yourself as Gabriella.
I think I'm getting used to Gabriella.
And I was like, what?
Like, who is
Fuck?
this girl?
Yeah, and then he literally was obsessed with her because he was like, oh my gosh, well, my name's Troy Gabriella,
Oh,
High School Musical. And I was like, oh my gosh, red flag right
Red
there.
flag,
like,
run
please
away!
run, yeah.
Run away!
And then he like kept coming up to you and I'm like, is he really stuck on this like High School
Followed me on Instagram, TikTok, did all of the socials real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got weird really quickly. Troy and Gabriella. I've never even seen the movie.
Also, that's just such a weird infatuation to have as a guy because I feel like High School Musical is like kind of like metro feminine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that was an ick.
Oh my gosh, me in middle school like learning the whole dance.
I've never seen the movies.
What?
Yeah, it's like after my time, you know?
Yeah.
I'm your elder.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yes, but Gabby, so giving her a little intro so people know who you are.
Sure.
She is a social media content creator. I hate using the word influencer, so we're not going to use that.
Thank you.
She also is a huge live streamer on TikTok, which is really cool. I'm proud of her. She just hit number 2.
Number 2 overall, just I think last week. Sunday night we hit number 2 for a while. And in August, number 2 is where we landed at the end of the day, which is extremely hard to do.
Yeah.
So that was a huge moment. Qualified me for Live Pro and was, I think, one of the quickest non-influencers, non-celebrity, non-known person to hit that level of ranks and end of the day.
I know. So, quick, little, pivot story. So Gabby and I have been best friends for almost 2 years now, and I think for a good 7 months we probably spent every single day together. We both have a social media marketing background.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby's worked with a bunch of celebrities like Bella.
And brands like Dre, Disney Shoes, K-Swiss.
Wait, can I say Bella?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I was helping her with her jewelry brand and content creation overall.
Okay, well, let me start over. Okay, so a little pivot moment is Gabby. Well, yeah. Should I just reintroduce you all together?
Sure.
Okay.
We got it tight.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
Yeah. So to give a little background on Gabby, she is a social media content creator. I hate the word influencer, so I'm not going to use that. She also just hit number 2 on TikTok Live.
Yes. We ended number 2 in August, which is exceptionally hard to do. We got sniped off podium, which means somebody seriously wanted us to lose and was sending universes at the last second like you've never seen before. So it was an incredible feat for the team to be able to end there at the end of the day. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's an all-day thing.
I know, she'll tell me about it and use all these words like sniped, universe, and what in the fuck Gen Z is this?
You're telling me, shoot, I landed here and no idea how.
I know, and at first, oh my gosh. Even at first, me working at TikTok, I obviously knew what TikTok Live was, but I didn't know until obviously Gabby brought it to my attention of how much people are actually making on TikTok Live, which is crazy. And it really is a thing that you have to figure. It's almost like gaming.
No, in a way. I describe it as an e-sport. So I'm an e-sport athlete, thank you.
Yes.
I take it very seriously. And I was watching it and studying kind of like an e-sport. Your fan engagement, the way that you build a team, the way that you rally the team, and the strategy behind it is very e-sport-like.
Yeah.
And I can see it becoming an e-sport of sorts. Obviously, it's not a game specific, but it could be. But it's fan engagement overall. How much can you rally your team versus another team, and get points for your team? Have your team put up points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like Twitch.
Very much so. It's very similar.
Yeah.
I was matching up with somebody on dating apps constantly and couldn't get a date with them and started seeing him on my For You page. This is classic.
Yeah,
this is so on
brand for Gabby.
So on brand, it's ridiculous. Kept matching up with him. I was like, why can't I get a date with this dude? This is 5 years running. What are we doing?
Oh my god.
We go to the same gym. What is actually happening? I noticed he was doing this weird thing, battles, and I was watching, just noticing the patterns, and realizing this is Tattoo Boy, yeah, yeah. And he's he's up there in the ranks every single day. He's a live pro, and I'm fortunate that I was able to kind of study him a little bit because he's been doing it for so long. So I've taken some cues and studied, and I used to get made fun of for studying it, but I took it seriously like an e-sport.
Yeah.
And how do we find ways to build a team from nothing? Because my following, you saw, TikTok, I had no following when I started.
Yeah, it's been crazy to see the growth. At first I was like, what is this? What is she doing? But also, Gabby and I have worked in social media marketing for a long time. She worked with people like Bella Thorne on her jewelry brand. She also worked with Beats by Dre, so she has a very extensive social media marketing background. We also work together at a smaller company which was interesting enough to say. But I knew, I was like, okay, her being so analytical in the way that she thinks, like, what is her strategy with this? And I just can't wait to see this play out. And then it played out, and then she told me I'm making $50,000 a month, and I was like, okay, girl, yes.
That's to get Live Pro. That's the minimum.
Live,
You have to hit that in 1 month. After that, the maintenance is way easier. You don't have to hit those numbers, but to hit that, your qualifying month for Live Pro, it's that much. It's 10 million diamonds. It's something I talk about often on the stream. A lot of people are striving for that, and it takes a team to do so. You can't have one person push you there. It's very hard to do that. It is really reliant on a team to build up the team.
How many people get the Live Pro badge?
That's a great question. I've been asking for numbers. The statistic that I heard was 0.001% of TikTok live streamers, which I don't know what that equates to, but it's a small number. I'd say a couple thousand probably globally.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy considering how many people are going live daily. Everyone from just your recreational streamers that just like to vibe and post music, and they often have 1 or 2 people in their chat or nobody in their chat, to people that have thousands in their room. And also the shopping side are qualified for that as well.
Wow.
So it's all in one ranking system. There's a league system. There's a lot to it that if I started feeling like the guy from Always Sunny in that meme, the like, with the whiteboard behind him of chaos, that's what I feel like when I explain it often. So I'm trying to drill it down so it's simplified, anyone can pick it up and understand what's happening and get into it.
Well, out of anyone, I feel like you would be the person to get a Live Pro badge, because just how much, if she gets set on something, like Gabby is set on it, whether it's a guy, whether it's work, whatever it is, like she is set and she's gonna do it. So when she started doing it, I was like, okay. I never judged. I was like, okay.
You didn't judge?
I mean,
like secretly, like I won't judge you for judging.
I mean, no, like not in a negative way. I'm just like, Gabby is literally always on live. Austin and I would always laugh because we're like, literally, if you can't sleep, just get on TikTok and Gabby will be there.
Yeah, and I only go live at night, so I have a joke that I tuck people in at night and I wake them up in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like especially East Coast, were those hours. But yeah, if you are having insomnia or if you need a space to come and hang out, like that's very much what the team is built like, and I think that's the cool part about the team for sure. So I've noticed that specifically.
And that's what, like, I never, again, like, it was never, like, a bad judgment, but Austin and I would always laugh, like, if you can't sleep, go watch it. And then also just knowing you, I'm like, okay, she has, like, some strategy that she's doing behind it.
Just going live and missing out on things.
Right, I'm like, I just need to, like, watch this play out.
Yeah.
And also, I had been traveling, so I wasn't in LA, so selfishly, I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, she's going live, she's not
I know where she's at.
I'm not missing out on anything. Like, Gabby is at home.
She doesn't want a new bestie. No.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know exactly where I am.
She has not replaced me.
No,
not that anyone could, but.
No, of course not. But it's the general feedback that I've gotten is like people, especially that haven't watched the lives, that have just seen my clips on other platforms to promote it, or just fun sound bites that I've clipped. People generally don't understand what it is until they get in the room and they stay for a little bit. So I'm noticing you and Austin hanging out a little bit more. You start to get it a little bit more when you hang out more than 5 minutes, right? It's a different space than anything else I've experienced. And I've been in social media for 15 years, you know? Like I started at a social media platform. I worked as an intern when I was leaving college at a video platform that was essentially Vine before Vine was Vine. It was video based. Very much TikTok. Before it was a thing. And so I've known content in a different sense, and I've been studying this for 10 years. Most people don't understand that. Most people don't understand that I've built a shoppable video app platform. You know, I did that in 2014. It was just so far before its time that all these things, all these patterns that I'm noticing, it's not just me saying stuff. And I feel like that's a lot of time people are just like, okay, this tin hat girl, what is she doing?
No, actually, I think I've told a couple people this. I'm like, okay, like me sitting in front of camera and talking to an audience, like on my phone for hours at a time, I don't know if I can do it personally, but I was like, if anyone can do it, Gabby can do it, because Gabby is the best. That's why literally we're best friends, best wing woman, because if we go out, she can literally speak to a wall. And not only that, she gives them shit back if she's talking to them. So it's like bantering, just ongoing talking, and it's so entertaining. Like, I am so entertained the whole time, and I'm just like, great, this is great. Like, I will chime in when I need to.
Yeah.
And I just hang back.
Yeah.
So, and it's so funny that I'm the one doing a podcast, you know?
100%. Like, you think it'd be flipped too to some degree. But it's funny because I do joke about I'm safer at home on my couch talking shit than out in the world. Because most people haven't experienced what you experienced, me out at a bar on a Friday night.
And you get like
talking shit and I get bored. So I just start to like, you know, stir things
and
up.
And give Gabby one shot. She's good to go for the night.
Yeah, and I'm new to drink. Like, I don't drink really, so one little shot and
she's good to go.
Yeah, that's something I've been recently trying to relax, which is a different thing for me. Because you knew me, I'm still in workaholic mode, but that's it's definitely a toxic trait of mine.
What, drinking?
No, not able to relax.
That's mine too.
The fact that I have a hard time relaxing.
Yeah.
So like at least at nights, you know, I'm on TikTok live and I'm hanging out with friends essentially because it's one big FaceTime at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You pick and choose who you go live with. You pick and choose who you battle, and you know, relaxing and being able to turn off your brain a little bit has become a different space for me. I have my different buckets of relaxing, but that's been a priority. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of relaxing, this is not relaxing at all. But we are going to jump into the Dry Diaries confessionals. Gonna ask you a couple questions, and
let me pull this closer to us if that's cool.
Okay.
Just so I can see what's happening because I'm nervous about what's happening. Can you guys hear us okay? I'm gonna go right underneath this.
Yeah, as long as
that way.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Amanda. You're doing great, Amanda. Thank you.
Literally, live streamers don't stop.
No, we don't stop.
As we're filming this podcast,
Literally.
She's live streaming.
Literally nonstop here. Thank you, Super. All right.
She's so loyal.
I mean, look, I feel responsible, compelled, all of the terms of like you show up. Regardless of if you're not feeling it for the day, like the vibes might be a little different, but that's one thing I've been very focused on is every day, no matter what, we're here.
It's almost like your own personal therapy group session.
Oh, 100%. And it can be in a number of different ways. It's your social group, it's your therapy group, it's your book club, it can be a debate team. I mean, it is what you make it. So every team is different, everyone's got their thing, but we've definitely built a community that's more well-rounded.
Team Gabby.
So, yeah. I have to think of a team name. I don't have one.
Oh my gosh. I know, same.
Yeah.
I have to think of what to call my listeners. So that's been something I've been going back and forth about. So yeah, if you come up with anything, let me know.
Yeah, I'll think of some things.
Yeah, and I'll think for you.
Perfect.
I'll chat GBT for you.
Perfect. We love that.
We love chat GBT. I was talking to a girl the other day, and she's married. And she was like, you know, me and my husband, we got in a fight. We've been married 4 years. And I understand that I'm a little bit hard-headed. I get it.
Yeah.
But the emotional side of me is just not good at apologizing. And so she said she chat GBT'd an apology and sent it to him. And I was like, wow, this is the most thoughtful,
so genuine. I feel so
apology
seen.
I've ever received.
Oh, and it's chat GBT. Can you imagine?
And
that? Like, if your significant other chat GBT did an apology, would you not lose your shit if you found out? I guess the trick is not letting them find out, but like...
Yeah, I don't think he knew, so...
Yeah. I think everyone has their love language, their expression style, so like there's probably other things that she does to apologize without apologizing.
Right, and that's the thing, like, I wouldn't care if they chat GBT like did a summary and was like, can you add a little bit of emotion to this? Then fine.
Emotion to my apology, please.
Right, if that's not their love language, okay, maybe it is in other ways, because I know that person's love language is not like words of affirmation or being emotional through verbiage.
That's one thing I always try and keep in mind too. You got to meet people where they are, and oftentimes it's like, it's not what your emotional style is, what your communication style is, it's what the other person's is.
Yeah.
So how do you expect somebody to meet you at yours? Oftentimes when they don't even know theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping that in mind has been helpful.
Is that something you ask guys?
I don't ask them, but I pick up on patterns for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. The last one expected me to meet with operate like his communication style, and like they got it flipped. I was like, no, that's not how this works. You have to speak to me in my communication style, and I'll do my best to do the same for you.
Yeah.
It can't be, oh, this is mine. You have to, it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. I think they try and use it as an excuse.
And I think that most of the time, it's a little. I think that most of the time, whenever you are in a relationship and you talk about like what your love language is, it love language?
Love language, communication language.
Okay. Yeah. So like when you're in a relationship and you talk about your love language, I think it's super important like to be upfront and honest of like, hey, this is my love language. This is what my 2 top styles are.
Yeah.
So then you know the other person, and it will let you understand where they're coming from a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's a big.
What's your love language?
That's a great question. I'm probably blanking on it right now. I'm definitely acts of service and gifts.
That's
how I receive.
Receive.
And then probably if I show, it's gifts and quality time, just because that's usually the types of guys that I go after, like quality time. So if I'm making time for you, it's like I've made time for you. Do I necessarily receive that the same way? No. But I think that's also from my upbringing. So, yeah. What's yours?
I think that, well, actually I did the test. I can't really remember all of them, like the ranked, but I know that the way that I give is through acts of service and
you probably do gifts too.
Gifts.
Oh,
yeah. Gifts.
That's your thing.
Yeah, I love gifts. So acts of service and gifts. That's
candy
me too.
bar, right? Like you've thought about them throughout your day and you picked something up that made you think that they would smile when they got it. That's a gift.
And I think that the way that I receive is acts of service and words of affirmation.
So you need to
also
hear
physical touch.
Sure.
That's
to a degree. And then I think it's taken out of context or out of it's not seen the way that it should be.
Yeah.
Physical touch can be holding hands.
Yes. It's not like so sexual. Physical touch isn't always sexual.
I feel like guys.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's physical touch.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Like, let's qualify this, relax.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking like, I always joke around about, I just want someone to pet my head and like feed me pizza. Just like pet my head. Just, a little bit of pet. That's just enough touch that makes me know like you care,
You care enough.
And it's comforting without being like, cuddle. Like I'm not a cuddly person.
Oh, I love cuddling.
Would you describe me as a cuddly person?
No.
Yeah, no.
I'm not very cuddly with friends, but when it comes to if I really like someone, I love to cuddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't relate. I'm like, it's sweaty. I don't know. Just don't touch
sweaty.
me.
I'm done.
That's your side of the bed. This is my side. Your side of the couch. My
Do you
side.
sleep with your back facing? If you're dating someone, you're back facing
great
them?
question. I don't remember. I think it really depends on the person. I think oftentimes like more affectionate ones have tried to cuddle, and so it is like back to them.
No, if you wake up and their back is to you, and your back is to them.
Oh.
Is that?
It's not a bad thing, but
okay.
Yeah. Do you
That's
take
all
it
I
as a
have to
bad
say.
thing?
No, not necessarily, but I definitely like cuddling.
Sure.
But also like there's times where I'm like, just please don't touch me. I just am in a mood.
Yeah. Please don't touch me.
I'm in a mood.
Yeah.
But it's yeah.
Do you think that causes problems with your relationships? Have you had that experience before?
Of not being affectionate?
Yeah. Have you been with somebody that's not affectionate and colder?
No, usually I'm the one that is not affectionate and a little bit colder.
Yeah, I see that for you.
Yeah.
And it's taken out of context for most people. Like they'll see it and they'll think that you're a certain type of way. I'm like, no, she just hasn't hit that point where she's comfortable with you yet.
Literally,
guys especially, right? Like the standoffish, coolish people, like.
And it's not even to put on like, oh, I'm a cool girl, like I'm trying to hold a persona or a vibe or anything like that. It's just I have learned to put up boundaries, but also the upbringing that I came from.
Yeah.
My parents got divorced when I was young.
Yeah.
My mom is the most affectionate, gives so much verbal affirmation. It's crazy. I would call her right now. She's like, "Hey Al, how's my beautiful girl doing?" Like, she's like over the top. And then my dad is very much a Sagittarius man, and because I've obviously grown up around him, I know when he's feeling something or like he wants to say something, but he didn't grow up in that way too. So it's just a generational thing.
Yeah.
And so I never saw a real physical, relationship or marriage growing up.
Right.
So it took me like going to therapy or seeing, some of my exes' mom and dad. Their family, and that really taught me
the
like
relationships around you impact you nowadays, right? Because you're realizing, okay, I maybe didn't grow up in the best case scenario that I think is great.
Right.
But that's what's comfortable and what's normal for me. Like when people, we call it glazing on TikTok, when they,
some Gen Z.
When they compliment you, or like one of the guys was trying to get me to say I love you before hanging up, and he's a friend. Like we go live with him every day. Of course, I've seen him for 6 months straight. Love the dude. Is it uncomfortable to say I love you? Totally. It's
also
super uncomfortable.
If I heard glazing, I would think that meant your face is dewy or like you're glazing.
Oh.
That would be my perception of these Gen Z terms.
It's a very TikTok specific term, glazing. It's like you're putting the sugar on the donut.
What's the shortest amount of time you've taken to say I love you to a guy?
3 months. And I got in trouble for it with my last relationship. It was 3 months, and he said it, and I was like, "Thank you." And then, like the next day, I had to say it because it was causing problems. So I felt forced to a lot of the time, which is a problem.
Yeah, you should never feel forced.
Yeah.
But now that you're out of it, and obviously you've had some self-reflection and growth time.
Yeah.
I mean, because your last relationship was what, like 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
It ended 2021.
Yeah, so like 3.
Yeah.
So now would you say
I'm
love
a totally
you?
different person. I'm a totally different person from that person too. Like I'm much more comfortable with myself, much more confident with myself. I don't feel like I'm forcing things across anything in my life anymore. Like friendships, you don't gotta call me every day. I won't talk to you for months. Yeah. It's like no time has passed, what do you do? Like I'm comfortable in that now, so I don't feel the need to force things, which is where I don't feel the need to force the I love yous. But I also don't feel the need to hold back on it either, which I think is different.
Yeah.
Because I used to hold back, because I used to put so much weight behind it and overthink it and be like, I don't think I actually love this. Like, put too much where I was then detrimental to myself and my relationships because I was cold in those relationships.
Yeah. Have you ever actually been in love, or do you think that the people that you said I love you to, you actually were in love with?
No.
Isn't that so crazy?
It was a quick no too, right?
I know. Not even hesitation.
Ooh. And I'll probably get so much shit for saying that, but like I don't think so, because I didn't love myself at the time either. Which
That's
is
so huge.
Everything, right? So to not love yourself and then to expect to love other people, you're loving the wrong things in them. I think it's a mirror. You're loving the things that you wish you had or the wish that you relate to versus, hey, I love this for you, or I love it, like there's that saying all the time too. But yeah, I finally embraced myself, and I think now I'm much more confident and comfortable where I could go into a relationship, healthy relationship, and say I love you in a meaningful way that actually means it. I think I was also dating the wrong guys, so. Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all grown.
You saw me trying to flirt with a dude the other day at that same party with the Troy dude, the High School Musical dude. There was another one there, remember? And you were like, are you serious? Like I've been chasing the guys that are alive at the party that, maybe aren't healthy.
That will bring the extrovert out of you.
Yeah, because I don't want to be the extrovert. I'm tired. Yeah, but at the same time, like, can't count those dudes out because they look a certain way either, because we're doing the same thing,
Yeah, but if you're seeing them out like 3 nights in a row, probably.
Granted, okay, let's
not you being out even, like you're we have friends that are out that see them out.
They're calling me to go out all the time.
Wait, okay, so we have a question for the audience.
Oh, yes.
Gabby got a text at 7 a.m. in the morning of a guy asking her to come over. Do we think it's A, he's post-bender?
I'm still in it.
B, he is still on the bender, still going out? Or C, actually means come hang out?
I mean, let's ask.
Yeah.
Right, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear it? I feel like it's not. Did you guys hear what that question was? B, Isaiah says B. 7, he waited too long. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is so early to be texting somebody, anybody. Everyone's saying B. He's still on the bender.
Okay.
Yeah, he followed up too, by the way.
That's crazy.
That's the crazier part too, is he followed up and said at like noon, same thing.
Yeah,
Come over.
crazy.
Like repeated the text message. Insane.
No.
Previous night was texting me to go to dinner at 7, called me, at least called. FaceTime me later that day too. So like there's a lot there. But at the same time, like that's the extrovert that's got plans. He's got plans.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win these days.
Okay, we have to move that.
Yeah, it's in the shot. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You plead the fifth is crazy. All right, team. Let's get the likes going too if we can, team. The topic was 7 a.m. text from a dude saying come over. Yay or nay?
That's mental.
It's mental. Mental. All right.
Okay, so now we're going to jump into the Dry Diary confessionals. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you're going to give me whatever comes to your mind first.
Is it like speed response?
No.
Okay.
No time limit. We can banter back and forth. What's one of your toxic traits you're working on?
I'm a workaholic. I think we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I choose the guys, or I've been known to be attracted to the guys that are fun and not necessarily great for long term.
But what's your toxic trait in a relationship?
That I'm
Or
workaholic.
like-
I don't know how to, I believe the two together, right? Like
Okay.
the two are one for me. I don't know how to turn off my brain and just relax and chill and have fun. I'm working on that.
Mm-hmm.
There was one weekend, and I'll never forget it because it was brought up. I was with a group of friends, and I didn't talk about work. I didn't talk about like literally anything. TikTok did not come up. They did not know what I do.
That's crazy.
And I was with Katie and her friend group, so I was like, I'm not. Her friend group's like very impressive, and I'm like, oh, I'm on TikTok. So I didn't bring it up at all, and they didn't know what I did, which just made everyone kind of gravitate to me, which was weird.
Yeah,
like,
because you're mysterious.
They're like, what do? You know, on a Tuesday, you're hanging out at the pool in Miami with us. What's happening? And I mean, the assumptions go wild, but it was nice to not talk about work and to talk about me or talk about them. I asked them a lot of questions. I learned a lot about them, but that's also part of my toxic trait is I'll flip it and be on an interview essentially. Like, so dates, for instance, I have to think about it after. I have to sit back and go, did I really enjoy this person?
Mm-hmm.
Or did I just have an hour stand up by myself? You know, did I enjoy this person? Did they actually show an interest in me?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing too, is like beyond the basic questions, did they do follow-up questions?
Mm-hmm.
Did they actually engage in the conversation? Or did they also just surface level
Respond to your questions and then just have you keep talking.
Right, like, and did I allow them the time or the space to ask questions, or did I fill the space up with questions because I was uncomfortable or was trying to get to know them to a deeper level? That's the ADD, is spiraling down the rabbit hole with people, right?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think that you're necessarily scared of silence, because a lot of people fill the space because they don't like silence.
I'm just curious.
I just think that your brain is just moving so quickly, so it's not necessarily the silence that bothers you.
No,
it's more so just you're gonna keep going if they are quiet.
Like I'm already 8 steps ahead. Like
yeah.
Mentally, I have questions and I want answers, which is not great, because you do get into those traps where you've now learned everything about somebody. they're infatuated with you because of course you just give them the space to like get into their deepest, darkest secrets, you know, just us girls here, let's talk about it. And they love that. And reality is they don't know anything about you. I've been dating someone for months. The situationship before I started TikTok, went out with him for months. Can I honestly say that he knew much about me?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably still doesn't.
He was probably drunk most of the time.
The functioning alcoholic. He described me as the functioning alcoholic that fell going up the steps. Don't think he knew much about me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I knew a lot about him, his traumas, his things. Like a first date where I see people get so stressed out, I'm like, go on the first date. Go on the second date. If you're willing to go on a first, you should be willing to go on a second. Because everyone's nervous on the first.
Yeah.
That's my rule of thumb, typically. If I go on one date with you, I'll go on two unless something really bad happened. Where I'm like, that's a hard no for me. I'll always give it 2 shots. I think how people respond to what I do for work is my biggest thing that I take note of, is how do they respond to it? Are they excited about it? Do they want to learn more? Are they joining the chat? Because some of them have. Which is weird, but like that's them showing an interest, like a genuine interest that takes time. One of them downloaded the app, created a profile, and like I know what his profile's name is. Like it's a ghost account, and he watches.
Are they
like
gifting?
still here and there? Yeah, but it's like the rose. It's like to help us get points, get the speed.
Right.
I told him don't do anything more than that, but like
he
wants to participate, which is him showing
cute.
a genuine interest. It's cute. If they're saying, oh well, why can't you take the night off? Why, like, you know, do you have to go back to TikTok? They start to neg it. They're diminishing what we're doing. They're diminishing the content side of things. Why are you always taking a selfie? Or you're taking videos. And you know me, you barely know when I'm taking a video unless I make it known.
Yeah.
I'll disappear and come back with 18
Literally,
we'll
be out and Gabby will be with us all night. And I'll see her pull her phone out here and there. But then I go to social media the next week, 6 months, a year.
Yeah, we're still
she's pulling out content. And it's content that she's taken. I didn't even know she was taking this content or how she took this content. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
That's one of my toxic traits is I capture the content.
You always capture
stealth mode. Yeah, which is where like that it turned into my job. Weirdly enough, you know, with that one that I traveled with, is because no one saw me take photos, but I got good content that was like up close, personal content, quality shots, but like without being like, all right, stand there, pose, the flash, and like.
Yes, it's like the candid. I'm sorry, I love when I'm doing photo shoots, the candid shots are usually the best ones.
Always the best.
The pose ones are like.
Yeah, which is where now like I'm learning that I have to have other people with me on shoots.
To just hype you up.
Hype me up or like jump in the shot, you know, like let's get comfortable with it. The poses end up being uncomfortable and make you self-conscious.
Yeah.
And, the best shots are relaxed and fun and more documentary style, which I love to be known for, the documentarian of the group.
Yeah.
So
I think the most recent best dating advice I've received is that I need to find a masculine man that brings out
your feminine side.
Yes.
I keep saying this over and over because I'm like the same. If somebody, and I've experienced this watching other people's husbands, all of my friends, I'm like, oh, noted on that. Oh, that was a gangster move. Like, if the bill never touches the table and we're out, just a couple of us, that's like one just handling it.
Yeah.
You can turn your brain off, like they've got it. He's like, no, you're like the third wife, you know, it's like the 3 wives at the table and him, you know.
Right.
He just handles it as the male of the group and taking charge, or, you know, little things like not having you stress over things, telling you exactly like, hey, it's generally speaking, you might want to wear, it's cobblestone where we're going, just a heads up. You're thinking heels, great. I know what to wear now. Like they're taking charge in ways that is not offensive, not dominating, if that makes sense. It's not aggressive.
Yeah.
And there's a difference there, I think, between an aggressive masculine male and one that's just allowing you to turn off your brain to a degree and be feminine and not stress about things or not worry about things once you're there. That's really refreshing and something that's hard for us to do. Yeah, because we're more take charge types. We were born in the independent woman era, you know. It's not
and
our
I
fault
think
to some degree.
Yeah, and I think the most masculine men, they don't have to prove their masculinity.
Yeah. No.
And so we allow ourselves, or it allows us to step into our feminine side. And also it's so empowering because if he is so masculine, then he's going to be confident.
Yeah.
He's going to be successful.
They're not going to diminish what you're doing. If
No.
anything, he's going to hype you up because he's confident in his space. Even if he's unemployed, he's done his things. You know, he could be retired. He could have just sold his company. He's not getting insecure about whatever it is he's doing day to day at the moment, even. And that's something I've even noticed with some of the more like powerful guys in LA specifically, is they go sell their company. Now they're lost.
Yeah.
Now they get
just
insecure.
Out
and they're wandering.
Buying bottles at a table, and that's where it all just goes downhill.
And they try to make you feel small for whatever you're doing, and that's a huge no-no. The masculine energy that's going to help you be a feminine you is something really hard to find, I think, these days.
It is.
It's very hard.
We will find it.
We'll find it. But it's
find
also
it.
allowing yourself to step into that feminine energy. Allow them to take the check. Don't fight them on it. Even down to like, I had a guy who just handled the valet ticket. Kept the car up front, kept my keys. The valet was handled though. Like, here's your spot. Great.
Yeah.
And I felt like, oh, should I like, here, take the money for valet? And I fought him on it, and he's like, stop fighting me on it.
He's like, it's $20, babe.
Yeah, he's like, I do this, like, this is what they know me.
That's also
They
just
put it
being
on
a
my tab.
gentleman, which is sad that we can like confuse masculine energy
Totally.
with being a gentleman. I think
Totally.
obviously they go together.
Sure.
But that is a very, again, I'm not asking, for me, masculine doesn't even equate to
No.
finances. It does in some degree because I think it
Yeah.
shows a level of success and
Ambition.
knowledge, ambition that you have,
Responsibility.
responsibility,
Yeah.
all of the above. But yeah. I think that
But we would fight
Yeah.
those guys often.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one thing that's come with age. I stopped fighting it. I don't even, like, some of the times, if I know I'm with a guy that's just going to handle things, I'm not even going to offer because it's insulting to him.
yeah,
You know, so I've leaned into that energy, which has changed
I
my
always
dating
offer.
pool. I always offered too, to a great degree, and then recently,
yeah,
I had a couple of conversations with guys that are very successful in what they do, and they're friends, and they're like, no, it's almost insulting because I don't want to have to fight with you on it. It's uncomfortable for them.
right,
And so then they have to feel like, okay, well, she clearly, this means a lot to her, when in reality, we're like, no, it doesn't mean a lot. We just were told for so many years to
Yeah.
offer. And of course, we're going to do slow reach. If they say they got it, I'm not going to fight them on that. I'm just
no,
gonna
I
say thank you.
I just say thank you,
Yeah, and accept it and embrace it. But I think we've grown up in a space where we've been told not to allow, you banter, you go back and forth, you fight them on it a bit.
Yeah.
Just stop resisting.
I think I didn't even grow up that way. I think I just made it a
Culturally.
thing in my head. I think
Culturally
it's
we
like a
did.
millennial thing.
It is. It's the soldier, I want a soldier, the independent woman, the Destiny's Child, the I don't need a man kind of mentality that I think we've just we grew up in. It's culturally, it's around us.
INDE.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's made us overly masculine, but we've had to be. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully you're out there and you're gonna come save us. Okay, what's your favorite guilty pleasure food?
Oh God. Well, I ordered 3 dinners last night. So I ordered steak.
Okay.
Love it. Steak and mashed potatoes I'll order every day if I can. I will
Love
make
steak.
it every day if I can.
You know, a carnivore diet is one of the best diets you can.
It's the best. Yeah, I told it to everyone last night. I was one of the healthiest on bison.
Yeah.
Just a pound of bison a day.
I know a girl that lost 60 pounds. All
Yeah.
she did was a carnivore diet.
Yep. And it's somewhat blood type and how you're, digesting the food.
Yeah,
so
that's so
a huge
true.
factor. But like carnivore diets, it's great in nutrients. And the process of meat is different than like everything else that we have
You
processed
need to
sugars
get
in.
grass-fed.
Grass-fed, no antibiotics.
Which
locally
now
sourced.
hopefully we'll have more of.
Hopefully. And then, let's see, what else are my guilty pleasures? I eat a lot of candy.
A ton of candy.
My
Anytime
pocket
we're
candy.
out, Gabby always has pocket
Do you want to know what I
candy.
have in my pocket today?
Yeah, let's see what you have in your pocket today.
Let's see. I know I threw some in here. And
If I have low blood
had-
sugar, I know Gabby's got me.
Well, yeah, because I was tired of dealing with hangry girls. Let's be so for real. I was around hangry women for so long. Over the course
Not
of time. Totally not you. So it's Reese's Cups.
Peanut butter.
I think I only had Reese's at home. But I usually have Starburst, pink Starburst in my pocket. Because it's a quick one, easy. Thank you guys. I'm literally about to eat this because I realized my blood sugar is probably dropping.
It's okay.
And the other one is cookies and pizza. Lately has been like, it's part of my diet. That was the other thing I ordered last night was crumble cookies and pizza.
She loves Prince Street pizza. It's really good. It's
so
a
good.
lot of bread for me, but it's really good. Okay, tell us the worst date story and what you learned from it. Or just tell us your worst date story.
I'm trying to think. I don't have, see, that's my toxic trait though. I don't have bad dates.
Yeah, you have funny dates. Like, Gabby always has a dating story.
Days. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say any of them are like super negative. They just are a little chaotic.
They're chaotic, and it's usually because I've turned it into chaos if it's
Because you're bored.
Or bored. Yeah. That's something I've really focused recently on. How do I not waste my time with funny stories? Do I need more funny stories? No, I don't.
There's a guy she went on a date with. So when Gabby and I would hang out, this was like last summer, every time she went missing or I didn't know where she was on a date. So she comes back to my house and she's like, Alex, you will never believe what this guy does. And I'm like, what? And he's like, or you told me he does social media and he has meat sponsors.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, Meat Boy. I'm like, meat sponsors?
That's the nickname of
Who has meat sponsors?
Yeah, he's sponsored by the meat industry. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Here we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a photo shoot with him later for his brand too. So like I always turn it into things, you know? Like I don't take dates so seriously where you're like, okay, it works or it doesn't. No, it's gonna evolve into things. I'm still friends with a lot of the guys that I've had situationships with, unless it turned out horribly or they were functioning alcoholics. You know, even that one was liking my reels the other day. But yeah, I think it's a weird space to be in because I can turn any bad date into a positive, or I'm so curious about them that I don't really see the red flags right away.
Yeah.
Which is where now I've drilled into it where I'm like, okay, a bad date to me is someone who's negged me or diminished anything that I've done, because that translates, that's a clear indicator there's other issues that are gonna arise and it's gonna become toxic or it's gonna become a bad situation. Versus like, everyone puts on a good face for the first date.
Yeah.
You never really know.
Even the first like 3 months of dating.
Oh yeah. So that's where I ask specific questions about I lead them to explain what I do or the content side of things, and I lean into that too, which is different than I'm a marketing executive. I used to try and boast about things and big dog it and be like, I'm this and that and the other. They won't diminish that because it clearly means a lot to you. But if you're like, oh, I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, I do TikTok content. The comments that come after will be your biggest indicator of like how they're gonna actually see what you do. Are they going to hype you up on it, or like that you have a passion for what you do, or are they gonna keep cutting you down because you were so casual about it, but it allowed them the space to choose one lane or the other?
Yeah, I think that's someone that equivalates career to respect, even as a general human being. It doesn't matter if you're on a date or if you're a friend or if it's a random person you meet on the side of the road. If you're equivalating career to respect, then that shows a lot about the character of that person.
Yeah, and how they were raised or how confident they are in themselves.
Yeah, both.
Huge.
Yeah.
So I've stopped trying to explain my background often too. They don't need to know right away what I've done. As far as they know, I was a social media manager for my whole career. When in reality, I've led global teams at companies that they know and wear and use daily. And I've been part of epic teams that have done cool shit for years. I don't feel the need to brag about that or to put it into perspective for them.
Mm-hmm.
I just write them off as, oh no, they diminished what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Or they made it seem like a certain way when it wasn't.
Because you don't need to prove yourself to anyone.
No. It takes time, and I'm comfortable with it now. I used to not be.
Yeah.
It's definitely in a different space.
Bathroom break.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alive. Yeah.
I'll talk to these guys for a second. Yeah. It's a cute skirt. Wait, is that a set?
Too big.
Is it a set?
No, it's separate. Am I free?
Oh. No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Country Monster.
Country Monster.
Yeah, Country Monster. All right, guys, tell me a couple, if you're new, welcome it. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie Lynn. Hi, Naveen. Hi, guys. All right. What did I miss? Here, I'm going to lower this goal because we need to start to hit, we need to try and hit a goal here. Bubba, thank you for the check-in. I'm really good at rambling is something I've learned here, team. It's low-key my toxic trait, so yeah. What do we need? We need one diamond gun. Let's see if we can trigger the algo here. Hi, guys. No, but like, so one of the things is, I love that. Aloha, Joaquin. How are you? Yeah, get the chat to tap, team. We need to get to 50,000 likes. How do we do this? Can we do it? Can we do it? Tell me some questions that you want us to answer here. Does anyone have any questions? You like this style? It's different, right? Different for a Friday. Should men pay for abortions? Oof, 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 oof. That is a tough one. That's a good question. Dating, Bubba. Dating, our perspectives. Alex and I both have been in social media for probably close to 15 years, if not longer too. So there's that in common. We worked in influencer marketing for just as long. Hold on, I'm gonna write these down. Should men pay for abortions? We should always pay for Plan B. I've never heard that. Paul Geddes, hello. Bubba, thank you for sharing live out. All right, guys, my test here is, can we do a stream and keep hitting goals, keep hitting a pace, while not battling? So keep that in mind as we're sharing out the live and engaging here. How to change a toxic environment into a positive one. Pay for abortions. How to transition, how to change toxic to positive. Hi, Adam, thank you for the check-in. Make sure you guys are doing the check-in. How to get out of a relationship. Oh. Oof. I'm writing down the questions. Hi, Mac. Why don't we try this? Let's do a galaxy per question and we'll answer those. I'm trying to figure out ways of doing this, guys, where we don't have to battle as much. So this is a test.
What time is it?
It is 5 o'clock, 5:09.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. How to find a good girlfriend in the age of TikTok. How to get out of a relationship. Is Venom online right now, guys? Hold on, let me share it to her. I think she might be. Daddy Graybeard, hello. Jeff.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. We're in a podcast studio.
Someone messaged me, did you start a podcast? I saw you on Live with Gabby.
Who?
Alistair.
Alistair. Oh.
I've known him for...
I didn't know he was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Thank you for the check-in.
Do you have a brush?
I sure do. You know, which
Perfect.
large or small?
Gabby always has the goods.
I always have everything in my bag. I'm like
the
Mary
best.
Poppins in this bitch.
Yes.
Like I have 4 different outfits with me just in case. Why? I don't know. I just felt like I'd be responsible to bring 4 different outfits. I'm the child that was like,
go out after.
I was born in the like oh, you need a backup outfit just in case the first one gets dirty, you know? Like, that's a different childhood. How do you want me to keep questions? Let's do a galaxy per question, and then you can pin the question. We could do like a speed round for the next 2 minutes here. How about that? You mind if we do that for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Great team.
I'm just on it.
We're gonna lean in because we can read it. Who goes riding without a snack? That's what I'm saying. All right, guys, we're doing galaxy for a question here. I am sharing up a live because we are on earlier than normal, and we do have to keep our fragments today. It's one of those days, isn't it? All right. Thank you for the rose. Theo. Okay. And then,
Where's my lip gloss?
yeah, I literally brought them 3 different outfits. Just in case. Galaxy for questions. Speed round, guys. Super, the shiny air balloons. That works. Did that not even hit the screen? There it goes. Hooligan. Thank you, Hooligan. What's your question, Hooligan? Hi, Theo. I didn't see it. So Super gets a question and Hooligan gets a question. What's the question? Super, you asked a question about how to find a girlfriend, right? Is that your question? Or what's the question you want us to answer? And Hooligan, what's your question? Which one do you want to answer first, Super? How to get a girlfriend in today's age of TikTok. How would you go about getting a girlfriend in today's TikTok age? Alex, how would you get a girlfriend? How do you go about finding somebody in today's TikTok era?
How old are they?
Okay, that's a great question. Super, how old are you? I think anyone past 30, like, it's a mixture of things, right? I know, it's, you gotta lean in so we can read it though too. Hi Patton, we're doing Galaxy for questions right now. Hello Patton. Super, what age bracket are you looking to date in? And Hooligan, what's your question? Past 37. So are you looking on TikTok though?
No, do not look on TikTok.
Don't look on TikTok, but also you can't judge someone's social media. I think you have to meet them in person.
Do not look on TikTok. If you find someone on social media, DM them. If they don't DM you back, then move on. I would meet someone in person and be super straightforward with them. Ask them on a date.
Mm-hmm. Proper date.
Don't play games. And just
Smart.
see how it goes from there.
We're doing question and answer for the Dry Diaries podcast right now, Smurf. Welcome in. Hooligan asked, is this a good profile photo for Tinder? Are you shirtless in it? I would say no. You want something that's a clear shot of your face and not shirtless. But great question. Hi, Smurf. How you doing? How's your Friday? Smurf says absolutely not.
I think it's giving like fuckboy energy.
You want it to have a shirt for sure. You have to have a shirt on.
Oh, that was me for a long time.
Yeah.
I changed it though.
Yeah, hi Ben.
I don't know.
You
what that
changed
means.
it?
Yeah.
You would, guys? You would date a girl if they've got a bikini in their profile photo.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Oh, really? Okay, so Hooligan, you're in a different space.
Oh, you date
Hooligan.
OF models.
Can't say that on here.
Oh.
Careful with that. It does draw attention, but I think there's other ways of drawing attention, like a close-up shot of your face or, have Insta pages. Okay, that's fine.
Just DM them.
DM is fine if they are, because trust me, you look through your request folder. I look through my request folder. I skim it, which is where your profile photo does have some impact. Sound isn't matching movement.
Okay, we need to
Yeah.
get back to this.
All right, Sam, hold on. We're going to go back to the podcast now. All right.
Friends, and like, yes, there's different categories of friends. There's like the going out friends, there's your best friends, there's your best friends that you don't talk to for like 2 years, but you know that they're still there. So there's like levels to friendship, but I think that the more exclusive vibe is something you'll remember more because you'll have more genuine, authentic conversations. And also like a cute little thing. I mean, some people aren't all about themselves, not that I am, but like to have your friends go around and like stand up and tell a memory, or just like sit down and like telling their favorite memory that you guys like have shared together. I just think, I think it's cool. A smaller,
intimate gathering.
Yeah.
I think the guests remember it more because you get to know everybody at the table. So I think about like my most extravagant friends. They've had birthday parties over the past couple of years, and I've watched them evolve. And they started out intimate dinners, close circle, no new friends, and we've all grown together. And then recently they went and they had a big party, and the big party was not as impactful because all of us were like, it was too much, and there was so many new people that we were like, okay, great, we could go meet all these new people, but why?
Yeah.
The core group is still the core group, and we're trying to like hide from the rest of them, you know, like it's different. I think there's something special to having this like annual get together of your friend group, especially if you have an eclectic friend group, where, you know, I'm thinking about this specific friend, that group that had grown for 10 years together. We all do different things. We're all different ages. We all have different stages of life. And every year, twice a year, on the husband and the wife's birthday, we get together. And it's like a rekindling of what have you been up to? Like, because we don't see each other outside of that.
Yeah.
He was the bond between everybody, which is a cool thing. With a larger party, you just don't get that same.
Also, if you're going to spend like all this money on an extravagant party, spending it on something that's a little bit more upscale and nicer, that has a more aesthetic vibe with the people that are close to you, I think is a little bit more memorable. And you're investing into something that is people that really love you for who you are, and they're not just there to get drunk.
And party free food or goodie bags, whatever it is. Yeah,
exactly.
Photos.
Okay, Dear Dry Diaries, I've been seeing this guy for a few months, but he's really hot and cold. Some days he's super into me, and other days he hardly texts. Should I confront him or just move on?
Move on. Consistency in everything. Like, it drives me insane. Hot and cold will cause chaos and anxiety. He's causing anxiety.
I disagree though.
But that's because you want to feel like you've got to, you know, the push and pull is part of the anxiety that helps bond people, but also it's a toxic thing. It will evolve into a toxic relationship every single time.
But hot and cold in the sense of, is he texting you one day and then you won't hear from him really for like 3 days, maybe during the week, and then you hear from him on Thursday? Like, I think that's fine. Like, if you're just starting to date.
It depends on the time of the relationship.
Right.
If it's even a month in though, and you're trying to move to the next step, that inconsistency, it's just starting out that way. You don't really have a baseline.
Yeah.
It changed. It just sounds like it changed.
Yeah, I would say it just depends on how long you guys have been dating, but if it's been a short amount of time, I would say let it play out and maybe go on a few more dates with him, and then once you get into something serious, maybe like month 2 or 3, and he's still continuing to do this, I'm always about open communication, so I would be honest with him, and if it still happens, then move on. But also, like, you're just dating, like, you're not in a relationship.
To it without saying it. Ask some pointed questions and not be the one that bluntly says he's cheating on you.
Gabby,
I would absolutely tell you, and you would absolutely tell me, but I would lead you to it where I'd question a couple things first.
No.
And see if you get there.
No.
And then if you're not getting there like an hour, I'd be like, ugh.
No. If Gabby was dating a guy for a long time.
And you saw.
And I found out it depends how you found out too. So if I found out because I didn't physically see it, but someone told me, and
that's not proven.
Right, it's not proven. So I'd come to you and I would say, Gabby, someone sent me this. I want to let you know. I'm not saying that it's true.
Yeah.
But I want to let you know that this is what I've received.
Yeah.
I support whatever you decide or whatever your decision is.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you know the information.
Yeah. And that's the way to do it for sure. I think my follow-up questions always will be like, okay, well, who told you this? How did they find out?
Yeah, and I wouldn't gatekeep any information.
Nor should you in that case, for sure. But if that information is coming from a third party, not the person telling you too, it gets messy, or it gets into a place where it's now like, okay, well, you're now just starting drama in a relationship. you're gonna have that regardless, but if you have the proof or it's a very strong case, then okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that sucks.
Hold on a second. Depends on the friend and who told them. Yeah.
Okay. Dear Dry Diaries, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and he wants me to move in, but I have a small feeling it's too soon. What do you think I should consider before making the decision?
In today's economy? What? 2 years into, how old are they? I mean, like, there's like qualifiers there too that I think are impactful. But after a year, if there's no progress, I'm out.
Yeah.
And progress meaning like we have plans to move in together, or there's plans for a ring, or intentions. Otherwise, you're just dating. This is a friend, strong friend that's not moving forward in any capacity, depending on your age. I'm at a different age bracket than you even. My dating, it's different because at this point, most of the guys I'm dating, like, they should have their life together. Yeah. They should.
I would say for myself, I'm like dating with intention of whoever I want to be a potential partner. I'm not saying the next person I'm going to date is going to be my husband, but I'm going into dates with that intention of it. Yeah. So I'm just going to say, based off of your question and you having a small feeling, that's all you need. Yeah. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition never steers you wrong. If you think it's too soon, it's too soon. But my question for you would be, are you waiting till marriage, or why do you have this feeling? Maybe he's not the one.
Yeah. So if you're already thinking that, it's not, it's a wrap for them. Yeah. Period.
Yeah. So just maybe like think about all the different things that go into it, as far as what's my intentions of this relationship, why is my intuition telling me this, if we move in, is it going to change the dynamic? Because also the other thing is whenever you move in with someone, you learn a lot about that person.
Even if you live like across the hall, you're still going to have a different dynamic living with them, because they're in your space, you're in their space, and there's no reprieve whatsoever. There's no getting away from it. So those little things will start to pile up, and you'll start to see, okay, it wasn't so bad when I was just going to their place. Because you know, your place is spotless, but their place is chaos. I'm chaos. You see this, like, I'm chaos.
And we're the complete opposite.
I date guys that are not chaos. They're very militant and tidy. And so in my head, I'm like, perfect.
Yeah. Balance.
But I either, when I'm around them, or when they're in my space for like a week even at a time, I'm conscious and I'm picking up and I'm making sure that I'm like making the space a certain way so it doesn't overwhelm them. Yeah. You're going to have a natural breakdown of that over the course of a year, even on a lease together. And that will end up being a problem, or it's going to change where I'm tidier and they're a little bit more chaotic. Like you find the balance, and if you don't find the balance, it's just going to cause more separation between the two worlds. Yeah. So
I think if your intentions are to marry this person, move in with them and see if he is actually the one, because you again learn a lot about somebody whenever you move in with them. We're both speaking from experience, and
I actually lived with anyone.
Oh wow.
But it was about to.
Well, COVID was like.
We were basically living together, but that's the thing is he had hesitations. He had a feeling. He had a weird...
These days are not intentional and upright with their communication at the beginning.
Totally.
And supposedly, one of my guy friends told me, like, oh, well, it could scare guys off. Well, at the end of the day, like, then why...
Wrong guy.
Right, wrong guy.
Yeah.
Like,
especially at a certain age, like...
Yeah, I don't want to waste my time.
Sorry, we're in our 30s. Mid-30s. I'm in my midlife crisis.
You're not in your mid-30s.
I'm properly in my mid-30s now. Officially.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah. So if I'm dating somebody and they're scared away by commitment, they could be slightly younger than me even, beginning of the 30s. Like, they're not a place to be dating me then. Yeah. Period.
At the end of the day, like, you know what you want, and what you want is what you want. It shouldn't be swayed or altered by anybody.
No. So. And that's where I think I've made mistakes in the past for sure. As I've settled.
Everyone has.
Yeah. I was approaching 30 and settling for something that I didn't mean to.
Because you thought that you needed to settle down by a certain age or time. And really you're doing yourself a disservice, because later on it's not probably going to work out because you settled.
And the amount of emotional chaos that it brings in the meantime.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right. Dear Dry Diaries, I've been with my boyfriend for a year and he's great, but lately I've been feeling attracted to someone else.
Oof.
Do I tell my boyfriend or should I just ignore it? I need to know what you mean by attracted to someone else, but the fact that you're asking this question makes me think that it's not just a level of attractiveness of like, oh, he's hot.
Yeah.
Because I think that if you're in a relationship, which guys that fault you for this or girls that fault guys for this are insecure. I think that you should be able to acknowledge when a guy is good looking or when a girl is pretty. And it's okay to be like, oh, that girl's so pretty or that guy is good looking. Like, that's fine. That doesn't mean I'm going to cheat on you.
I love being surrounded by good looking people.
Yeah.
Even when I'm at my most insecure, I'm still like surrounding myself with good looking people because like I appreciate it. They're striking, they're confident, they're usually fun because they're confident.
Yeah.
And I'll acknowledge it. Girl, guy, doesn't matter.
But it sounds like you are finding this person attractive on an emotional level as well as a physical level.
Which is fine, it's just are you going to act on it? And that's where I think relationships are a decision.
Yeah, I think that
you decide to be loyal, you decide to be faithful. If you're choosing that you're going to act on something, then you aren't actually invested in news, even though they just know that the loyalty is there to them and they're going to come home no matter what. But it's a different, but that's their basis of a different relationship style than maybe like we want it all.
But they're never going to be physically intimate, or
who
are
knows?
they?
It's an unknown, and sometimes it's an okay thing for some people.
Well, that's an open relationship.
Sure. I think a lot of people don't define it as that as such just yet.
Because I think emotional cheating is just as bad as physical cheating.
Almost worse.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so why
in
would
my
you?
book, yeah. But not everybody.
Yeah, I also want to just say this really quick. I think that I, myself, and a lot of other people that I know have been in relationships and they get bored.
Yeah.
This was like me in high school, so like, don't judge.
Yeah.
But like they get bored or not even bored. The person that they're dating isn't necessarily like treating them the best, or maybe they're hearing things, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so they find that, oh, I find this other person emotionally attractive, physically attractive. So then they are quick to break up with their current relationship and then start dating the other one right away. And that is just never a good thing to do.
Never a good thing.
So I would say like really just think it through and make sure that this is...
Have clear boundaries and clear communication with your current partner too. Like, okay, what does constitute as cheating to them? Because they might be the one that's confident and been like, yeah, cool, you're coming home to me. Love that. Love that you found a friend that can listen to your day or your problems, or you're connecting on a different level. I do know friends that are like that. That
really?
They like the tension, they like the unknown of not having a sexual relationship with somebody, but they connect with them on a friendship level and then some. You know, like it's a very intimate connection, but there's a respect there for their current partner where they walk the line and they don't cross the line. So it's just a different style, and everyone's got their own, especially today. Like, everyone's got their own.
Each to their own. Couldn't be me. Yeah.
Both the guys that I'm dating have kids, friends have kids. I've seen how the relationships play out when they have kids and they're trying to, introduce significant others. And everyone has a different style of it, but I think the most healthy on the child too.
That's literally what I was going to say.
Be involved forever, regardless of where the relationship goes. They're still friendly with the child.
Yeah.
And because they're an impactful part of that child's. If you're even together for 6 days, career-wise.
I think we just need to adapt a little bit of what each other's have
totally,
going
honestly.
on.
Yeah. Like I think that's when we were. Did I crash a couple of your dates? I did. Last summer I crashed a couple dates. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Like by crashed I mean you dragged me on these dates.
Yeah.
I was third wheeling her dates constantly. Especially for two situationships. One specifically.
No.
One specifically.
Joel?
No, forgot about him though.
Who?
Totally forgot about him. The baseball guy.
Colton. Oh, no.
Oh, forgot about him too. So a few. I've third
Wait,
wheeled
Noah?
a few.
Colton?
Noah.
Okay, we're not gonna say any of their names, but yeah.
But no, And that one
But
was great. He was great about it though. He was like, "Does Gabby want to come?" Like he was
but
very
baseball
social
boy
about
was
it.
like a one date and like we randomly like text here and there now.
But he had activities. He was the guy with activities. It was 2 dates, because one was a festival.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was like, like he was trying to make you feel comfortable and like get you excited to go. So he was like dangling me as a Gab can come. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved being the side wing girl.
Yeah.
Cheering you on, but that was an interesting observation too, because it's our different dating styles. Where I'm like, I disappeared for an hour and I went on a date. You're like, come with me. It's just very different.
I think and I have maybe grown a little bit, but I also was right out of a breakup.
Yeah, different stages.
So I knew that I wasn't really emotionally ready to like deep dive into anything. So I wanted to keep it light and friendly, and so I thought that in my head, like going on a dinner date or like going to something with these people would be like giving them the wrong intentions.
I can absolutely have guests.
Oh.
Yeah, I just never do. Chef, hi, thank you. It's also partially because I'm still trying to redo my place, like I'm still looking for a couch and I'm taking too long.
You need to get the couch that...
Yeah, yes, Theo, what's your question? Aviola. I look okay for 30? Okay.
30's young.
So I'm 34, so that's a win for me. Thank you. Hi, Isaiah. Who's online? And I'll let you join a group chat or a battle.
And while I go he's in town
for that event tomorrow. It depends on how this goes tonight. We got to keep our fragments team. If we don't keep our fragments, I have to stay on tomorrow a little bit longer. We are currently at risk for losing fragments. I'm 34, Fishery. Loved your thought on adoption. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. It's something I've thought about a lot.
Same.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Yeah.
My mom didn't know why, because like I was like really young when I started saying it.
I think for me, it's like I just know it's the same reason why I like surrogate. The idea of surrogacy is like if I can have like my genetics set aside and not have that impact. I really like that color too.
Thanks.
What top is that? What makes the top?
I have no idea. Revolve.
Okay.
My boobs are.
Send me the links. Is she also streaming? No. You're welcome, Alex, unless you get served, but it will never happen. Just playing. Hi, King. How are ya?
I get served?
My defense lawyer.
Oh.
That's from my defense lawyer.
I have been served once.
You have? Why? What have you been served for? Hi, touch my burrito.
In college, when I moved out of my place,
the content?
I replaced someone for my room.
Touch my burrito.
And they said that I still owed rent.
Oh.
So I ended up just sending the guy money as a good conscious thing, but like technically I didn't need to pay.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
I said sorry for serving you. Hi, Benjamin from San Diego.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, they're at Ashland Bar in Santa Monica.
Oh, perfect. Why is this wanting to... It looks too plain for a podcast. No, it actually performs better when you have less in the background, but there's more in the background.
Not showing everything.
You just don't see a lot of it. So, here, I'm gonna set you in with a battle, and then I have to run to the restroom.
Okay.
Do you know her?
Mm-mm.
You should. She's a dancer.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's a lot there. A lot there. I'll tell you offline. Okay, team. We got to get into a battle real quick. And I'm going to leave y'all with... You know what? I'm going to put you in with... Trying to find someone that's not chaotic on stream.
And then I can just chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. I mean, Yazon.
Oh, my God.
You know what?
It's going to be chaos, but sure.
Oh, declined immediately. Sick.
He probably saw.
He double. Trying to find someone that actually would have a conversation with you. So do a follow-up question with this and this person. Hi, Okay, guys, hold on.
Talk to the chat.
We gotta keep a fragment. That is the one thing we're trying to do here, team. Gotta keep our fragment.
Because they're gonna kick us out of this room soon.
Okay, I just need to run to the restroom. But I will leave you with these guys for 2 seconds. Hello.
Hi, Gabriella. How you doing?
Good. I'm running a quick battle. Would you like to one and done?
Let's do it. Familia, todo está tapado.
I'll leave them with you. They know what to do.
Okay.
Just you have to hold it up because it's.
Hey. Do I unmute him or leave it muted? Hey guys. Gabby ran to the restroom, so I'm taking over. Defense lawyer. Wait, are you actually a real lawyer? My Instagram @ is Alex Dry with 4 Y's. And then my TikTok is just Alex Dry. Like DRY. I've gone live like twice on my personal page, but I went live once. People talked shit about the bullet holes in my wall, so I hung up a blanket. That's crazy. Who shot at you? You should battle. LOL, like Savannah Dry? No, my name's Alex Dry. I don't know who Savannah Dry is. Guys, we have to win this battle. I have to prove to Gabby that I can hold down the fort. So I'm gonna need you to send some gifts. I don't know how the gifts really work, but Gabby went to the restroom, so I'm currently just doing the live for her. We just filmed our podcast, or my podcast, but I had her on as a co-host. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Shout out.
Don't worry, I just checked out the guy next door. He's actually not.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gabriella has been talking about me nonstop.
Yeah.
She has, for sure.
Hang on.
Well,
All right, guys, doubles.
Doubles.
Starting soon. Yeah, we should do it on a regular basis. Did you guys like it?
Gabby's back.
Hello. Doubles for 30 seconds, team. We are trying to keep fragments today, so whatever we can do here. Doubles, doubles, doubles. Let's go.
Doubles.
Hello, Jamie Lynn, the title gifter of the Forever Rosa. Thank you, Chef, for the team bracelets. Let's go. Perfect. Jamie Lynn, the title gifter of the Forever Rosa. Jamie Lynn, did you enjoy this? You wanted me outside. We outside, you know? Doubles for 10 seconds. Romeo has a strong team. They will most likely snipe team if they didn't get the doubles. Just a heads up. Oh, cute, Aviola. Thank you. 8 seconds on doubles, team.
Sometimes Someone said sometimes I shave my eyebrows from keeping them growing together.
Oh, I love that for them.
Yeah, you don't want to unibrow.
Were they Jamie Lynn? I couldn't tell, actually. So, like, when we're single screen, it should have been like 400. So I need to look at the stats. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love that. Another bad creation. Love that. Okay, so we generally liked this. Good to know. Good to know. I'm down to continue to do it, guys. See, I told you they were going to snipe the doubles, and they sure did. Moose, hello.
Oh my gosh.
We can't lose, team.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You need to be out more. I've been telling her she needs to be out more.
I do. It's just a matter of like
getting her out.
Also keeping our fragments and whatnot here.
She
requires
is, like, wants to make sure that she's here for you guys. So
yeah,
for
we
you
have
to get her out.
Yeah. She doesn't listen. I know. Jamie Lynn, I know. Alex will be the first one to tell you I don't listen. Hi, Gold Rush. Life balance is hard, but it's hard too because I want to keep our status for Live Pro and all that, you know? Hi, guys. We have a glove at 30. Perfect. Yes, it's a 30% chance 5x the point
Doing
value.
movie reviews. She was flirting with
Oh,
me. while we were
Moose.
going.
W Moose.
Oh,
W
yeah.
Moose. Moose loves a good
We
flirt.
were flirting it up.
Oh, love it. You guys share out the live. Hi, Zachary. How are you? Zachary, did you get to catch any of the podcast episode that we just filmed? Get ready for the glove team. We were trying to keep our fragments. What can we do? Glove, glove, glove for 20 seconds. Hi, team. Use the glove.
Ooh.
Use it. Use it. Use it. They dropped a glove too. Chef, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, good, Zachary. Good. Chef, J-Rod, Jamie Lynn. Let's go. All right, guys. Something's got to hit. Something's got to hit.
Come on.
Am I staying outside?
Guys,
Am I
drop
staying
again.
outside?
She's going to stay outside. If she doesn't win, then
Woo.
we can't.
Let's go. Something hit Jamie Lynn with a level up to level 32 in the chat. Let's go. Gold Rush, thank you. Oh, wow. We barely won that. Wow. Well played, team.
Oh my
Well played.
gosh.
J-Rod, Gold Rush.
Now you
Aloha,
can stay
Joaquin. Let's go. Thank you, team. MVP. That needs another 2 zeros. MVP, Jamie Lynn. The title gift from Fervorosa. Thank you, Jamie Lynn. You got a time maker. Thank you, Gold Rush. You got a glove. Aloha, Joaquin. Thank you. Chef, thank you. Aviola, J-Rod, Savage, Amanda. Look at the teamwork. The team is teaming. Scott, thank you. Moose, thank you. Theo. Wow. Guys, the teamwork is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Thanks, Romeo.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Oh, he's so nice.
He's so nice.
God bless you.
He's so nice.
Wow.
He's very loud and chaotic, but he's nice.
Yeah.
So
If I lost, I would not leave it.
no tappers in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well.
no tappers in the overall top 10. Also, kind of cool shot right here. I'm just swapping this. I'm too what sometimes? No, that I'm loud. I'm not that loud. I've been told I'm not loud. So, oh yeah. I did check out the guys that are in the next room. Scott J, I know you're concerned. Scott J likes to keep me focused on, prospects and making sure that we stay focused on finding someone.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can you help me?
Venom is loud. Yes, dude. Scott, yes. Scott sends me prospects in my DMs even.
Perfect.
Rosa. Hi, Scott.
Send me some too.
All right, guys, I'm just swapping my earrings out. Where did they say they were and who's they? Thank you, team. Alex, when you said they're out at X place,
Yeah.
who's they?
Isaiah and some of his friends.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, team. Hang on a second. Are we going to be able to keep our fragments today? That is the big question. It has been a weird night. Hold on, let's see if Simba. I just want you to meet Simba. If he doesn't, somebody go tell Simba that I'm just trying to get him to meet Alex. Simba's hot, always has his shirt off.
Wow.
Always. Love that for us.
What do you need them?
I'm trying. He just declined me.
So
Rude, honestly. So rude. We are out in the wild already, Scott. We just filmed a podcast episode for Alex's Dry Diaries. So now it's a matter of, do we stay outside or do I go home for reset? Because there's supposed to be a reset battle. Perfect, Scott. Thank you. And then go back out.
No.
It's...
If you go home, I'm going.
the stats in the chat. Exactly.
What's up?
Right. Hello.
How are we doing?
How are you?
I'm doing amazing, honestly.
You're doing amazing. Love that for you.
Would you
Love
like
that
to
for that.
battle?
Oh, light total. Let's get a third in here really quickly because I want to see if you'll answer.
Would you like to battle?
Because I've been trying to get a hold of this one to introduce him to somebody I've got here. Just real quick. And he declined me again. The audacity, honestly. Sure, let's do another battle.
Hey.
All right.
All right.
I love the vibes that you're bringing today.
Thank
So,
you. I
Would you
appreciate
like to
that.
battle?
Yes.
Yeah.
British?
No. Bryson, where are you from?
Say what?
Where are you from, Bryson?
I'm from Oklahoma.
That's right. We have a lot of Oklahomans.
Oh, my family's from Oklahoma.
I don't know a lot of Oklahomans on TikTok, actually.
I know them all.
Oh, really?
I know them all. A whole lot of them. Mm-hmm. Country Monster. Yeah.
I feel like she's trying to distract us right now.
No, this is not me distracting you, actually. I
Guys,
could.
everybody tap.
Oh, he wants to stay focused. Okay.
Everybody tap the screen, y'all.
Alrighty
Well,
then.
we have a 14 streak, so...
Oh, shoot. I didn't even see that.
Okay. I was like, I feel like she's just trying to talk until we don't lock in.
We love nuggies. Nuggies, nuggies, nuggies.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'll talk to you at the end, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Nom nom. Thank you for the...
All right, team. You just muted me.
Yes.
All right. I have a skirt. Do you want a Red Bull?
No,
You sure?
I just had some coffee.
Oh, that doesn't even affect me anymore. Take the nuggies, guys. We need a snack before dinner. Motley, hello. You want the Red Bull? Okay. I'm not even kidding. I looked it up. Amongst other things. So, don't get up till the end, guys. No secrets. I have secrets for days, Country Monster. You should know that. All right. Speed challenge team. Invite Simba again. He declined me. I can't even do it now. 70 points team. Hello. Coffee is like nothing. It's like juice to you. Same.
Same, but
Thank you, Jamie Lynn. All right, guys, if we hit 10,000 points here, so 20,000 with doubles, I will stay outside and on live in the world, out in the real world. Otherwise, I have to reset, team. Caffeine doesn't process like normal. Facts. Hi, team.
narcolepsy.
She literally has narcolepsy. Doubles for 5 seconds. Team, are we playing? Oof. No, I know, Jamie. I was hoping it would be a team effort here, but hey. Country Monster, thank you. Hi, Tats. I feel like we got lost. We got to figure out how to stay on our. Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot of points over there. So, all right. Benjamin, I'm repacking my purse here. Sorry, team. I am. They're so used to me in the white setting that like I don't think people, right? Savage Amanda, it's for fuck's sake. I'll have to reset, guys. I will. Because I don't think our algorithm pushed us out at a certain point. That's a 14 piece. 14 piece. Shared us the nuggie lovers, you know? 14 piece. Nuggies. Hello. Hi, Steven. Perfect. Yeah, that's slow on taps for 2 hours in too, I feel like. Really, you know? Whisper? Oh, they want me to whisper. Hi, Jerry. Hello. I'm just switching my purse over right now, Alex, and then we can relax. You drove, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a skirt. Should I switch to skirt? I don't know. I don't know where we're going. Okay.
Wait, are you going out or are you staying?
Yeah. I'll stay out for a bit. I will have to go back for reset.
What time?
It just really depends. What's the plan? Well, I could either go out and then leave or go do this for a bit and then come back.
Well, I'm not.
But if you're not going to stay out, then
Yeah,
okay.
because I'm staying in West Hollywood, which is far. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, no, it's far.
Back out.
You gonna break up a fight? What? Isaiah. Snipe. Lion. No. Southern Belle, hello. thought for sure we'd snipe a lion, team. How dare we? MVP, Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Jamie Lynn. Country Monster, Chef, Savage Amanda, Jerry, and everyone tell my face.
Be the queen.
I gotta go.
Cece, thank you so much. You got a glove. Fast Nat, thank you so much, bro. Going
Bye,
nuts. I appreciate you, man. You got a glove too.
I just hung up on him. I want you to meet Simba before we go. Oh, wow. Did he get off live? How dare he already jump into a live match? How dare he? Bye, Jamie Lynn. The guys always try and pull me into speed dating. So, who was cranky? Simba? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay. Stay out for a bit. Grab some food.
Yeah.
He was cranky. It's crazy. Hi, Carolyn. How are we? Today we smudge. You guys like it?
And then we can go.
Okay. So maybe I can get Alex to, allow us to do this more often, team. We got to figure out how to get it so that when she starts her podcast channel, that we can get it productive for her to stream on both. That comes with a few things. Yeah. I know. I needed a second screen and I just didn't have it. So, I won't forget my phone. Y'all are my phone. Had a hot mess. Thank you. No sense to what? It's just the start. It's just the beginning. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Skirt. And jeans and a t-shirt. Sometimes we do well when we're out in the wild. Sometimes we don't. So we tried it. Hi, Tanji. We're outside. We're trying new things here. I think generally speaking, I think it sounds like y'all liked it. Good topics. Good to know. So. Next time I'll have you guys submit questions ahead of time too. She was submitting questions from her listeners. So hi J-Rod, how we doing? And then it'll be a little bit more interactive with our squad. But yeah, wanted to, oh boy. Why what, Marisol, why? Hang on, damn. What do you mean, Savage Amanda? The contact list in my phone? What? Interview. Oh, good. J-Rod, I'm glad you liked it. Hi, Mike. How are ya?
Okay, they said meet them at somewhere.
Okay. I'll just jump in your car. Oh, we need guys' numbers.
Can I change or don't put me in there?
Oh. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Were you putting on pants or a skirt? Okay. I was just debating whether to put on a skirt. Nobody's looking. Nice, Amanda. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. All right, guys, we are going to try and keep our just Lolo and not Lolo, YOLO and meet some flames.
No.
Yeah, these days, man.
It's rough in the streets.
Yes, Savage Amanda. I will absolutely share it out when I get back on tonight. Julia wanted to do a reset battle, so just keep that in mind. 8 p.m. We haven't heard anything about them. So, Marcel. Look for gray hair. That's Scott's advice. It's not bad advice. It's not bad advice. It's pretty accurate. It's the best way to do it. Hi, Oswaldo. Let's see. Well, T Wayne's on, Paul and Jen is on, Jeffrey, Chris Different, Bobby J. A little salt and pepper in the beard, you know? Thanks.
Let's go.
All right, guys. I will see you in a bit here. Thank you, team. I will notify y'all when I jump back on. We just can't be in a moving vehicle when we do that, you know? See you in a bit.